And welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Snackmaster. I'm your Snackmaster, Matt Rothstein. Today, I'm going to flip something up on you. I'm going to flip the script a little bit, do something I don't normally do. Now, I've told you many times, I'm the Snackmaster. I don't eat vegetarian food. If you're a vegetarian, quite frankly, I don't understand you people. If you want healthy food, you're in the wrong place. I've told you that many times, but you know what? Recently, as some more of you have been starting to watch the show, I've actually gotten some vegetarian requests. So today, we're actually going to do something, okay? I'm going to get into two things with you. First of all, I got a little trick for you. It's called the Snackmaster's Veggie Burger, okay? But you got to understand something. In the Snackmaster's world, veggie just refers to the topping that goes on the burger, okay? I still have meat. My burger is a big, fat, and meaty half-pound burger. It's got shaved ham that I fry and put on top. It's beautiful. Veggie just refers to this lovely sauteed vegetable topping that I'm going to put on it. But I'm going to change it up a little bit because you veggies, I love you people too. I don't understand you, but I love you. The Snackmaster loves everybody. And like I say many times, one of my philosophies is, hey, it's your food. You're going to eat it. You got to like it. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make another version of the Snackmaster Veggie Burger. And in that one, we're going to leave off the ham. We're going to leave out the big, fat, meaty burger. And what I got here is a portobello mushroom cap. That's right. I have cleaned this. I have wiped it with a damp cloth because you can't really soak it because mushrooms are sponges. So you just wipe it with a damp cloth. I peeled the outer layer off of it, the brown layer, and get this nice, beautiful white mushroom. I'm going to fry that up in a little pan too. And we're going to do the vegetarian version of the Snackmaster's Veggie Burger because you see, I've heard that some of you veggie people will use a portobello mushroom in the place of a burger, and it has a nice, meaty, earthy flavor and texture that works just fine for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and make a version that you guys will like because I love you. What else are we going to do? We're going to talk for a quick second, okay? I want to let you know about some of the recipes that we've already made on some of the other episodes and how you can make them vegetarian recipes. It's really not going to be that tough to do, I promise. Let's start with episode 1. We got gumbo, right? Mine in the episode is a chicken and sausage gumbo. But you're a vegetarian, you don't want the chicken and sausage. So here's what we do. You start off with your roux. In your roux, instead of making it with bacon fat and flour, which is how I like to do it, make it with vegetable oil and flour, okay? Oil and flour will still make a very beautiful roux. You cook it the same way, give it 20 minutes, watch it, everything just like I said in the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, check it out. Next thing you do is, once you got that roux made, you're still going to throw in the Trinity. Trinity's vegetables. It's onion, celery, and bell pepper. That doesn't hurt you vegetarians. You're going to do that the same. Saute that in the roux. Next, you want to add a liquid. In the original episode, I used chicken stock. This time, you're going to use a vegetable stock. You can buy vegetable stocks in the store. They're perfectly fine because vegetable stock doesn't need to have the same gelatin qualities to reduce like beef stock or any meat stock does. So you can use a store-bought veggie stock. That'll be fine. Or you can make a veggie stock. I promised you I'm going to make a stock episode. It's actually coming up in the next few episodes. We'll talk about vegetable stock when the time comes. Once you add in that stock, you're still going to stir it around the same way. You're still going to follow the directions in the episode, and it'll be fine. Then, once you add in your other flavorings, your ketchup, your Worcestershire, your hot sauce, and all that good stuff, everything just like in the episode, when it comes time to add the meat back in, you're obviously not going to add in meat. So what do? You take a big bunch of collard greens, and you take a big bunch of kale, roughly chop them up, throw them in, and instead of cooking the thing down for 3 hours, you let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. You give it a stir once in a while, you check the texture of your greens, and if your greens, when they get to the texture you like them, the gumbo's done. This, by the way, is a real dish that they eat in New Orleans. It's called gumbo zerbs. They eat it during Lent. Because, see, New Orleans people, most of them, they're not vegetarian, but they are religious. So, when it comes time for Lent, they're not going to eat meat. They eat gumbo zerbs. They love it. You'll love it, too. So, that takes care of the gumbo episode. Let's flip on to episode 2. We did the spare ribs and the pork fried rice. Well, sorry, I can't help you with the ribs. They're ribs. It's meat. I can't do anything about that one. But the fried rice is a whole other story. Everything that was in that fried rice is absolutely perfect for a vegetarian if you take out the pork. Don't add any roast pork to it, and you got vegetable fried rice. The eggs are fine. A lot of vegetarians I know still enjoy eating eggs, and that's where they find their source of protein since they don't eat meat. If you're vegan and you don't even want the eggs, leave them out too. It'll still be a very tasty dish. Episode 3, well, I can't help you there. It's southern fried chicken. Chicken's chicken. I'm not going to tell you how to make southern fried tofu. That's just against everything I believe in. I wouldn't even know where to start with it. Episode 4, it's a steak grilling episode. Same deal. I can't tell you much how to substitute a piece of tofu or a portobello mushroom here for a New York strip steak. To me, there's just no substitution. But the rest of that episode, I have those beautiful grilled potatoes and I have the beautiful grilled asparagus. You vegetarians can make that and find something to eat. You'll enjoy that. It's very, very tasty stuff. Episode 5 was pernil. Same thing. Roast pork, can't help you there, I'm sorry. Episode 6 was the marinara sauce. Okay, actually it was a bolognese sauce the way I made it, but you can make it in marinara. And I mentioned that briefly in the episode actually. So what you're going to want to do with that particular dish is when you watch that episode, it starts off with me browning off the meat first. And then after I brown off the meat, I use the meat fat and add some butter and some olive oil to it. And I do the onions and the vegetables and all that. Skip that whole first step. Leave out the meat. Just take olive oil, leave out the butter because I know you vegetarians like to be healthy. Just take olive oil, put it in a pan, brown up the vegetables, do your onions, do your carrot, everything you got in there. Watch the episode for the details. And then you bring in your tomato product just like you would. You season, bring in the tomato stuff, stir it all around, get it all incorporated like I said. Then in that last step when you're going to add in the meat, just don't add the meat. You got marinara. It's vegetarian, it's healthy, it's tasty. You still serve it with some nice pasta, some nice bread if you want, and it's fantastic. So that's where we're at with the previous episodes. I know you vegetarians hopefully should be happy with that. Let me tell you what we're going to do today though, okay? Now today I have everything already mise en place. We're not going to play knife skills today. You've seen knife skills in a couple of episodes and you'll see it again. But I took this time to explain to you vegetarians, and I don't want to take that time now cutting things up, because you don't want to watch the show for an hour. I don't blame you, I don't want to watch me for an hour either. But here's what we got. The Snackmaster's Veggie Burger, like I said before, refers to the topping. There's a wonderful sauteed vegetable topping that I put on this burger, and it tastes fantastic. I've been making this for years. We have here garlic, onion, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, celery, and carrot, and they've all been very, very thin julienne. Look, they're like strings, everything. That's celery. It doesn't look much like celery, but trust me, it is. That's celery, carrot strings, everything's finely julienne. We're going to saute that in olive oil. We're going to add in this garlic, and then we're going to add in the Snackmaster's burger sauce. It's fantastic. Well, I think it's fantastic. I've always loved it. And that's what we have over here. Ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, spicy brown mustard, a little bit of sugar, and we're also going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to that. Mix that all up, and that goes into the vegetables. Once the vegetables are actually tender, we're going to saute them tender, which I don't normally do. I like a bite to my vegetables, but for this dish I've always had them tender. Once they get tender, we're going to add in some of the sauce, fold that in so the sauce actually gets heated up. We'll also spread some sauce on both sides of the toasted onion rolls, and it's going to be fantastic. One version I'm going to show you how I eat, one version I'm going to show for you vegetarians. So first of all, let's put together the sauce, because that's real easy. We're going to get the ketchup. We got Worcestershire. We're going to throw that in. Get hot sauce. Get that in there. Do this. Get spicy brown mustard. I only use spicy brown mustard or Dijon mustard, kids. That plain yellow mustard, I don't understand that stuff. My last name's Rothstein and I'm from New York. I don't know from yellow mustard. It's just not something I eat. Spicy brown, whole grain, Dijon, those are real mustard. I don't know about that other stuff. Put in a little bit of sugar. Okay. We're going to again try and get off this last bit of mustard here. I don't like to waste. Put that down. And look what we have here. Isn't this cute? Tiny little whisk for the tiny little bowl of tiny little sauce. We're just going to incorporate that, and my tiny little bowl is a little bit too tiny. That's okay, because I had to get everything done for you people, because I love you, and I want you to have good snacks. So, the sauce is coming together quite nicely now. It's not jumping out of the bowl anymore. tiny whisk is doing its tiny job. Get that. We need to have some salt, like everything else. Okay. And we need to have some fresh cracked black, like everything else. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Get that in there. So, this is working, this is coming together. Let's see what we think. Ah, beautiful. And taste that. Worcestershire, it's got a nice bite to it. Everything is happy with that. We're going to leave the spatula over here with the sauce so that we can spread that on the buns later. And now, what's going to happen is we got to get over to the stove. So let's get that going so we can show you how we cook this. We'll be right back on Cooking with the Snackmaster. Alright gang, we're back here on Cooking with the Snackmaster. We got the wide shot today because we're going to have a lot of things going on. I got 3 pans that are going to be going at the same time. So, what do we got going first? First, I want to get the vegetables going, alright? So, we're going to start here. I got a little bit of olive oil. Put it in my nice new pan that was a gift from my mom, which was very sweet of her. Swirl that oil around, let it heat up. This is actually one of those pans where they say you don't need oil, but you know what? The oil is for the flavor. It's not just about whether or not you need oil to actually lubricate the pan. So, what are we going to do first? Onions. Nice sizzle. Celery. Put that in there. Carrot. Red bell. Green bell. We're going to hit that with some salt. Rain down from above. That's always how you want to do the salt so it spreads around nicely. Fresh cracked black pepper. That's good. Now, we'll get this working. Don't try this at home, kids. Snackmaster's had some practice, okay? And even with the Snackmaster's practice, 1 and 2, for those who went on the floor, they'd have to be in the garbage right now. So we're going to let that do its thing. What do we got next? Small pan. The small pan here, that's for your portobello mushroom. We're going to take that small pan, we're going to put in some olive oil, we're going to take your portobello mushroom, hit it with some salt and pepper, and we're going to brown it on both sides. That's going to be sweet for you veggie kids. Over here I got a cast iron skillet. I got the splatter screen because you know what? I don't feel like cleaning grease off of every surface in my house. If you enjoy doing that sort of thing, you don't need the splatter screen. I know the splatter screen's kind of ugly. It's okay. It's something I inherited. My mom gave me that. Actually, my mom gave me this cast iron skillet too. It's probably been in my family longer than I've been alive. I like tradition. Snackmaster can be old school sometimes. In this one, that's where we're going to do the burger. Why are we doing the burger in here? Because cast iron holds and retains its heat beautifully and puts a nice sear on the meat. When you're talking burgers, that's what you really want. A good crust and a good sear on the outside and nice and juicy on the inside, okay? Lots of people like to grill their burgers. Grilling's nice. I'm not against grilling. The Snackmaster likes to grill a burger. But you know what? This is a whole different animal. So what we're going to do is give this another toss. Ooh, that's coming out nice. See that? That time we did have an escapee. Like I said, don't try this at home, kids. Snackmaster recommends you do it like this. Unless you have years of practice flipping pans, this is how you should do it. So, got that. What's next? What's next? Okay, I'm going to throw on the burger, okay? We got a nice, beautiful, big burger here. It's huge. I'm a huge Snackmaster. Sorry. So we're going to take that and hit a little bit of canola oil in this pan. See how it's smoking up right away? Because the pan's been heating up. I want to season the burger before I put it in. Because I'm going to put it face side down, of course. And I want it to be seasoned on both sides. So there. Salt and pepper, nice and simple. Hold that together, kind of firm it up. And bingo. Starting to smoke up on us here. That's because we're really cooking, like I told you. Let's go ahead and mess with these veggies again. I'm going to do it home style, like this. Let's also not forget one other thing. We're going to turn our broiler on right now because we have our nice onion rolls here. And we're going to want to toast these off a little bit. I'm all for the toasted buns on a burger. I think it's absolutely necessary. Alright. That's not tender yet, but it's getting there. So what's next? Do my salt. I'll peek under the splatter screen real quick and give that a little seasoning. Right? That's good. We're not adding the garlic to this yet because, like I told you before, if you add the garlic too soon, it burns. It's not snacky. So we want the garlic to be nice and sweet, not bitter and burnt. So when these get more tender, we'll throw in the garlic. The garlic only needs about a minute. Burger is doing its thing. Time for the mushroom. Get that mushroom cat. Let this oil work its way around. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our mushroom here and we're going to hit it with some salt. We're going to put gas. That one was a little hard to work in our hands, too. That's okay. Salt and pepper. It's a beautiful thing. Alright kids, we got our vegetables going. They're almost ready and tender. We got our portobello mushroom going for you veggie kids. We got this burger. It's almost ready to flip. It's going to be done soon. When we come back after the break, I'm going to finish all these various things up for you. Show you how to put it all together. We're going to do a little bit of snacking, so stick around. Alright kids, we're back here on Cooking with the Snackmaster. These vegetables, yeah, they're about where I want them to be now. Time to add in the garlic. Don't want to forget the garlic, ever, in anything. Even chocolate cake. No, just kidding, that's not snacky. So, do this garlic. Immediately you begin to smell it. Like I'm always telling you, I love the smell. For me, as soon as I can smell that garlic beginning to do its thing, it's time for the sauce. So, let's add in a little bit of the Snacky burger sauce. Alright. Let's stir that in. Fold that into the vegetables. Let's smell that sauce cooking. And once that's in, we'll over the heat. That's all it takes with that. And that right there is Snacky veggie topping. So, if it looks beautiful and vibrant and colorful, let's give you the food money shot. Ooh, look at that. Look at that lovely color, huh? Isn't that fantastic? Ready to go. Veggies are tender, it's colorful, it's bright, it tastes great, it's got that sauce. It's ready. Let's take a look at our portobello mushroom here. Oh yeah, that's nicely browned. You'll see that one too. That was also about ready. Look at that. See the nice brown color? When I showed you that before, it was white. Now it's nicely browned. That's what you want for you veggie kids who have to eat no meat. Time to toast the buns because everything's about ready, gang. We're going to get those under the broiler. That's going to take a minute. Next thing I want to do is I want to get my ham in with this burger. Right there. So the burger's ready. I don't want to overcook it. So we're going to take it out. So we're going to let it rest while that ham cooks. So everything's just about ready to go here, gang. We got our veggies ready. We got our sauce. We got our portobello mushrooms. We got our ham frying up. We got our buns toasting. So we're about to put everything together. We'll see you back in a minute on Cooking with the Snackmaster. Alright, gang, we're back here on Cooking with the Snackmaster. Everything's cooked and we're ready to go. We got our two versions of the Snackmaster's veggie burger here. I got your portobello mushroom for you veggie kids. I got some burger and some ham for this guy. We're going to put it all together. We got toasted onion rolls. First thing I'm going to do, sauce the rolls. Both sides, the heel and the crown. So, those are sauced up. Next thing we're going to do is, you see, they call burger toppings. I actually like to put them on the bottom because I think it works better. I think it holds for the structure of the sandwich. So, we got a lovely, lovely veggie topping. I'm going to take it, put a good helping on, especially on this side because you see, this is the veggie burger right here, the vegetarian veggie burger. So I'm sure you guys are going to want a lot of these yummy, yummy vegetables because that's what you like to eat. So, that goes on there. That's fantastic. Next thing you know, we take our portobello mushroom, put that guy right on top. Put this down for a sec. Close up the burger. Put it over here. Not normally I'm a big fan of cutting up burgers, but you know what? When you do a TV, you got to change some of the rules because you got to do a little bit of presentation, right? So, this way we can take a look and you can see how delicious that looks inside with your portobello mushroom in there for the meat. You got your whole layer of veggies, and you know what? The Snackmaster is going to try some veggie, so let's see what we think. You know what? That's pretty good. I like it, and I'm not a vegetarian, so I know you vegetarians, you're going to love this. That portobello mushroom, I've never tried it before like this. You guys always tell me that you can substitute that for meat for a burger and it really kind of fills it in. It actually does. It works. That is really, really good. So, I'm pleased. But now, we're going to try one more thing, which is this. We're going to put it together the Snackmaster's way. So, I need here my lovely crispy fried ham. Why ham? Well, I used to do it with Canadian bacon. Then I made a version of this burger in culinary school. My chef instructor, he didn't care for it with the Canadian bacon because it was a little bit too chewy. So the ham, I think, is a nice way to get around that, to add the flavor that I want, and yet still have a texture that bites in your mouth. So we're going to take that, we're going to put that on the bottom. Going to get some more of our veggies. Not quite as heavy with the veggies this time, because this time it is more of a garnish. Put that on there. Put the burger right on top, nicely rested burger. See how dark that is? That's from the cast iron skillet. You want to use that cast iron skillet, like I said. You get that color and it's beautiful. So now we have a veggie burger. And you know who needs to eat their vegetables more? Michael, come here, buddy. Michael, Snackmaster veggie burger. You need to eat your vegetables more, don't you, kid? So what do you think? How's it look?
Good.
Looks like a nice burger, huh?
Yeah.
You like burgers, right? Tell them.
I like burgers.
That's right. And you know what? If you're going to have to eat some vegetables, is this a snacky way to do it or what?
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mikey. Go on. I'm going to fix this up for you and we're going to eat in just a minute. So now I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to try it the snacky way. Put that through. Oh, look at that. And take a look in here. And you have the richness of that color. The burger, you can squeeze it and see that it's still juicy. You got the nice vegetable topping in there with that color. Got the ham. Can't wait anymore, gang. Wow. Wow. And wow. Should be messy. Its burger should be messy. That's fantastic. This lovely burger. It tastes so good. It's juicy. It's got that sear from the pan. The vegetables are such a nice compliment. That sauce kicks it up. The ham, you get that pork. It's not bacon. It's not crispy and crunchy. It's a little bit of a different thing, but still a wonderful, fantastic thing. Michael. Kid, I love that kid. Anyway, we got our two versions here. Our veggie burger, which is surprisingly good to this guy. I thought it was fantastic. We have the real meat, which is great for me. I love it. And that right there, gang, is the Snackmaster's veggie burger done two ways. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to make this. I hope you tell me what you think. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at the one Snackmaster. Number one, not the word, the one Snackmaster. Also check us out on our blog, which is cookingwiththesnackmaster.tumblr.com. I'm going to have recipes up there. I have recipes up there. I always also have links to the show up there. And why don't you like our Facebook page? Go to facebook.com/cookingwiththesnackmaster. We're up there. You can like the page, check us out, and see what we're doing. Keep tabs on the Snackmaster. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. And we'll see you next time on Cooking with the Snackmaster. See you around, kids.
Watch the rising steam, the silhouettes dance on the